Hello friends, myself Professor Shantaya V. Gurmat, Department of Botany, MGVC Arts, Commerce and Science College, Mudebehala, Karnataka State. Friends, today's class we discuss about embryology. In this embryology, we discuss about double fertilization and triple fusion. First, what is fertilization? The fusion of the male gametes with the female gamete is known as fertilization. The fusion of one male gamete with the female gamete followed by the fusion of second male gamete with the polar nuclei is called double fertilization. The fusion of the first male gamete with the female gamete produces the zygote, which develops into the embryo. The fusion of the second male gamete with the polar nuclei produces the endosperm mother cell. The double fertilization occurs in the embryo sac of the ovule. It was first discovered by Navashin in 1898. The double fertilization involves three steps. Number one is germination of pollen grain and growth of pollen tube. The second point is the entry of pollen tube into the ovule. Third point is pollen discharge and nuclear fusion in the embryo sac. The pollen grains are deposited on the stigma by pollination. The pollen grains germinates on the stigma by absorbing stigmatic fluid. During germination, the pollen grain produces pollen tube. Normally, one pollen tube develops from a pollen grain, and the pollen grains which produces a single pollen tube are known as monosiphonous pollen grain. The pollen grains which produces more than one pollen tube are known as polysiphonous pollen grain. The best example is malva. The contents of the pollen grain, namely the vegetative cell and generative cell, migrate into the pollen tube. The tip region of the pollen tube is hemispherical and transparent, which is known as the cap block. When the pollen tube grows through the style, a series of callus plugs are formed in the pollen tube to keep more cytoplasmic content in the tip of the pollen tube. The further growth of the pollen tube depends on the nature of the style. The styles are classified into three types. Number one is open styles, closed styles, and half closed styles. First, number one is open style. Have a wide stylar canal. The pollen tubes grow through this canal easily and reaches the ovule. The open styles are common in monocot plants. In closed styles, the styles are closed by conducting or transmitting tissues. The pollen tube grows with the difficulty and secretes pectase, which dissolves the conducting tissues. The best example is datura. In half closed styles, in stylar canal is surrounded by glandular tissue. Examples are cactaceae. The next important part is the based on the place of entry of the pollen tube into the ovule. Fertilization is of three types. Number one is porogamy. Number two is chalazogamy. Number three is mesogamy. The first we discuss about porogamy. The pollen tube enters the ovule through the micropyle. Porogamy is the most common type in angiosperms. The best example is lilium. The second one is chalazogamy. The pollen tube enters the ovule at the chalazal end of the ovule. The best example is casuarina. Then lastly, mesogamy. The pollen tube enters the ovule through the integuments or funiculus. The example is cucurbita. The pollen tube enters the embryo sac at the micropylar end. The pollen tube enters the embryo sac at the apex of the filiform apparatus of the synergid. In the synergid, the tip of the pollen tube breaks and the contents of the pollen tubes are discharged. The contents include two gametes, the vegetative cell and a cytoplasm. The nucleus of the vegetative cell and that of the synergids disintegrate to form X bodies, which stain dark due to the presence of DNA. The two male gametes or sperms released by the pollen tube are involved in fertilization. One male gamete fuses with the egg and the other male gamete fuses with the polar nuclei. Thus, there are two fertilizations: fertilization of egg and fertilization of the polar nuclei. This is known as double fertilization. It is common in angiosperms. The first male gamete fuses with the egg to form a zygote which develops into an embryo. The second male gamete fuses with the polar nuclei to form a primary endosperm nucleus which is a triploid. This involves the fusion of three nuclei, two polar nuclei and one male gamete. So it is called triple fusion. Then the most significance of the double fertilization, the embryo is formed from the fertilized egg, means diploid zygote. The nutritive tissue, the endosperm, is formed from the fertilized polar nuclei. Embryo and endosperm are products of double fertilization. The third point is endosperm formed due to a double fertilization nourishes the embryo during seed germination and early growth of the seedlings. Therefore, double fertilization is responsible for the production of viable seeds. The fourth point is the endosperm formed due to double fertilization is triploid, means 3N. Therefore, it is metabolically very active to serve more nutrients to supply nourishments to embryo. The last point is double fertilization prevents the necessary waste of energy by the plants. The endosperm formation is not earlier in angiosperms. The endosperm is formed during the formation of zygote. So the endosperm is not a waste. Okay. Thank you, friends. We meet in the next video.